everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to jump on board with so many other YouTubers and do the 20 question get to know me challenge. If it's a challenge, yes, it probably will be a challenge. I haven't actually looked at these questions, like as in thought about my answers beforehand, in the aim that hopefully they'll be fresh and exactly how I mean to answer them. So let's see how we go. Okay, so number one is, who inspires me? Okay, so because it says inspires, my answer would have always been my dad. But seeing he's been with the Lord for nearly 3 years now, I probably need to come up with someone else. So after my dad, it would definitely be my mum. She was my dad's carer for I think nearly 3 decades, I think. Particularly hard in the last decade, so that was her life for a very, very long time. And then now he's gone to be with the Lord, and she's had to make her own life, a completely new life. And she's done it with absolute grace, and obviously she's not perfect, but she inspires me to be able to pick up and move on when life throws you curveballs, and you just trust that God's plan is best and you move forward. So there you go. Okay, number 2 is, okay, the best concert you ever attended. I think it would be Billy Joel a few years ago. It's probably pushing 10 years ago now. But yeah, it was such a great concert, and I've always loved Billy Joel because my dad loved Billy Joel, so we grew up listening to it. And what I took away from that concert is he said from the stage, you know, I'm not a singer that plays the piano, I'm a piano player that sings. So I thought that was really great because I love piano music. So the fact that he's really good at it and claims it as his major talent, I thought that was really cool. Okay, number 3, favorite place in the world. Okay, obviously I haven't been to all of the world, but probably my favorite place of everywhere I've been is probably Switzerland. I did really, really like Switzerland when we went there last year. And I would so love to go back and do more exploring. We only went up one of the mountains, so there's obviously a lot more to explore, and there's so much, well, like all of Europe, so much in close sort of distance to be able to get to, and we only had, I think it was three full days in Switzerland, so lots more to be able to explore there. So yeah, but I can't answer that question without also including Tasmania and New Zealand, because they are gorgeous and they're so close and accessible for us as Aussies. So definitely New Zealand and Tassie as well. Okay, open phone. Okay, number 4. If you could be any animal, what would it be? Okay, I probably should have thought about this one first because I really don't know. I probably thought about it in the past and thought maybe like a dolphin or something, because I love swimming, I love being in the water, but then I would hate not being on land as well. So I don't actually know, like I love horses. I don't know, like probably a bird so that I could fly, but then they're so, I don't know, at risk of other, I don't know. Anyway, so I probably don't really have an answer for that one. If you could push me to it, I don't know, maybe a very much loved dog. So yeah, who knows. Okay, next question is the last book I read, but in my case would need to be the last book I listened to, because it's too painful for me to visually read a book, so I use Audible. Shameless plug, audible.com. Okay, the last one I read, although I'm usually going with a few at the one time, was the Francis Chan book on marriage with his wife Lisa. The title is eluding me right now, but yeah, it's the book on marriage by Francis and Lisa Chan. So that was excellent. Okay, what are you passionate about? Probably the thing that I'm most passionate about is my relationship with Christ. But after that, my biggest passion would be eating healthy in a way that's interesting, so that I can get rid of that myth that it's boring or expensive to eat healthily. So there you go. Okay, okay, what's your favorite movie? I have way too many. I love all of the classics that I grew up with. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and Mary Poppins and like all of those ones. Swiss Family Robinson. But if I think more recently, I love The Proposal. That is hilarious. I love The Sweetest Thing, even though it's a bit crude. I also love Music and Lyrics. When it comes down to it, I think Music and Lyrics would probably be my favorite movie. So there you go. Okay, next one is craziest thing I've ever done. I'm not really sure actually. I don't really know if I've done any crazy things, or I do crazy things all the time, so the single ones don't really stand out. But I haven't skydived or anything like that, so I don't really know what I've got for that answer. Sorry about that. Okay. Currently watching on Netflix. That's also hard for me because I actually don't really watch Netflix. I tend to watch things, there's certain things I watch on Netflix that I like. So I love The Crown, I love Fuller House, I love Chesapeake Shores. I was getting into that, what's it called, Northern Rescue? I'm not sure. But yeah, I tend to just binge watch them as they come out, and then so I usually only watch Netflix for like a big chunk of time, like maybe every few months, and other than that, my TV is YouTube. I love watching YouTubers because I'd prefer to watch real life with great stories, great lessons, than watching fiction. So there you go. Okay, coolest thing I'm working on right now. I would probably say this, my YouTube channel, my Instagram and Facebook. That's probably the coolest thing I'm working on right now. So there you go. Who would I most like to swap places with for a day? I don't know. Geez, these questions are tricky. There's plenty of people that I'd love to like experience what their day is like, but that doesn't mean I'd actually like to do their day. Like, I'd love to see what a day in the life of Donald Trump is, or you know, our PM, or the Queen, but I don't know if I'd actually want to do what they do. So I'm not really sure. So there you go. I'm doing fantastically with these questions. Half of them I'm not even answering. Okay, best meal I've ever had. I actually really like to cook, and I really like to emulate meals that I've had in restaurants. So I think we actually do eat quite well. But I do remember when we went to, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a revolving restaurant in Perth, up on top of a really high building, and that was a really great meal. I'm pretty sure it was a steak, but yeah, it was a really good meal. Oh, and also when we recently, or it was a year ago now, we ate at, I can't even remember the name of it, but it's right on the Brisbane River, looks over the Story Bridge. I need to know the name of it. I'll put a thing in here if I can remember what it is. So yeah, but that was really great. Okay, unvisited place in the world I'd like to go. That would probably most definitely be Israel. I'd really, really like to go to Israel. But having said that, I've always got a having said that. I think I'd probably rather visit it in eternity, to be honest, because I want to go there and really experience it, you know, as it was when Jesus walked the earth there. Like, so many people that go there talk about how it's so religious there, like, you know, and I'm not for religion, I'm for relationship. So I don't know, I haven't been there, so I don't know, but so many people that have been there have said that it's very religious being there, and that's kind of not what I'm about. So yeah, maybe I'll wait for eternity to that one for that one. So another one that I haven't been, I'd like to go, is Lapland. I would really, really like to go to Lapland. So there you go. Okay, some of my pet peeves. Okay. Unfortunately, some of my pet peeves are, I can't stand it when people don't pick up after themselves. Like things like you get up from a chair and don't push it in after you walk away from it. That really annoys me. My children dropping their stuff all over the house and not, you know, taking it to their room. Like seriously, they'll walk into the house and drop it on their way to their room. Like, why didn't they just hold on to it until they got there? Anyway. Okay, my secret talent that no one knows about. I don't think I've got a secret talent that no one knows about. I don't think so. So there you go. Okay, which 4 individuals would you most like to eat dinner with? That's tricky as well. This is probably a really strange answer, but because probably most people normally choose like celebrities or really well-known people or whatever, but I actually have the most fun when I'm with my cousins. I have really, really great cousins, like top-notch cousins, and I love it when we get together. And sadly, at this sort of stage in life, we usually only get together when one of our parents, or my aunties and uncles, have passed away. So so I would love to have dinner with 4 of my cousins, or actually all of them, and that would be really great. Okay, if I was a crayon, what color would I be? Pink, without question. What's the most helpful way for you to get feedback from others? Just directly to me, but in a nice way, I guess. Okay, favorite family tradition is pretty much anything to do with Christmas. Like, we have quite a few different things that we do as a family at Christmas time, and I really, really love them. So yeah, but also Australia Day, we have great Australia Day traditions, love that as well. So yeah, but Christmas is probably it. Who is your least favorite superhero? The Ben Affleck version of Batman, because I don't like him because he cheated on Jennifer Garner. So there you go, that is my weak answer for that question. So there you go, there is my 20 get to know me questions. I hope you found that utterly fascinating, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I put a new video up, and we'll talk soon. Have a great day, respect the temple, think about what you're putting in and on your body. Bye!